Yeah. It's a pretty looking airplane.
He used a company called Plane Schemers to do the design. And they charge a pretty penny, but you end up with a beautiful, beautiful design. They give us the templates to attach to the fuselage. If you want to see one that's more basic and less finished, we've got just a few TSIs going together here. This is, of course, the Rotax 915 engine. That makes it all possible.
Yeah, I love that thing. In fact, that's one of the things that attracted me was this awesome high-tech modern engine.
It's just extraordinary. You got 2 fuel injectors for each cylinder.
Yeah.
All solid state ignition. To change oil, there's a drain plug on the bottom of the oil container and oil filter. I think it takes more time to take the top cowling off than it does to change oil and put it back together.
Yeah, it looks pretty straightforward. There's no safety wiring and no pulling 2 plugs out and all.
You do safety wire the drain plug.
Oh, okay.
Or you can go with a quick drain valve.
Okay, well I'd probably just do that, but still, you don't have to safety wire the oil filter on and like you do on the Lycoming.
So, and on this side, we've got the turbocharger and
pretty cute little turbo.
It is a cute little turbo. I don't know if you noticed what your manifold pressure went to on takeoff, but it was 48 inches.
I wasn't. I was watching the RPM, not the manifold pressure.
Standard atmosphere is 2992, right?
Yep.
So 48 inches. That's almost 20 inches of boost.
Yeah.
We talked to car people about 20 inches of boost and we go, holy stuff.
Thing wouldn't last 10 minutes.
But it's designed to do that.
You say you must be drag racing because it ain't gonna run for 10 minutes like that.
Runs for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, that thing seems to be great, man.
Yeah. So all computerized, 2 computers, so that if one drops off and one has an issue, the other one picks up automatically.
Yeah, it has 2 sets of everything apparently.
Yeah, so
it has 2 sets of
yeah,
like you said, it's got 2 injectors, 2 ignition systems, 2 sets of engine sensors.
Yep.
And
so
all
you see redundant sensors, oxygen and temperature sensors, pressure sensors, throttle body is here. It's more car-like than
yes, that's what I like about it. It's like more like a modern car where you just get it and you push and you go boom.
Hot start, cold start, doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're not guessing how many times do I need to prime this thing to make
rub my tummy and pat my head, and wipe my butt. Yeah.
You got it, buddy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that appealed to me because I just find it aggravating trying to start those stupid Lycomings. It's not even it's just an art form and a not perfected art form.
Yeah, well,
nobody can do it every time.
60-year-old technology or more.
Oh yeah.
So Scott chose Midwest Panel Builders to do his instrument panel. So there's your full IFR Garmin avionics panel. They came out and helped us with the install, all the wiring harness, everything fits the airplane beautifully.
They do good work from what I understand, yeah.
Yeah, we use them almost exclusively.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm a funny guy. Because other people's car projects, they hate doing the wiring. I do the wiring for them because I love wiring that much. So I'm a weirdo. So I'll do all my own wiring.
You'll do your own. Oh, great.
I'll be the one weirdo of the crowd.
Okay.
But I'm sorry they will not get my business. But
if you need any help with that, you let us know.
Okay.
You're going to do your avionics as well?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, actually, that's one thing I was going to ask. I was actually going to go Dynon instead of Garmin.
If you talk to Adam or Steve, they will tell you the pros and cons of each.
Okay.
Most everybody has chosen to go with Garmin because quite honestly, it's easier to get work done on them if you ever have an issue.
Yeah.
To get service from Dynon, they send it back to Oregon or wherever they are.
Okay.
And good luck with Garmin. Just about,
anybody can work on them, yeah.
Well, and you've got Garmin authorized service centers all over the place. We've got one, he's 2 doors down. So
okay. But anyway, I'm going to go with Dynon anyway.
But Dynon,
I've got my reasons, but
I've got buddies with gyrocopters. They've got Dynon. They love them.
so I was just wondering, is anybody in here going Dynon, or
Nope.
they're all Garmin?
All going Garmin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we start with the quick build kit,
Yeah.
and so that's like cheating.
So these are these quick builds?
So these are the quick build wings.
So they Aladyne them.
Yeah, anything that they can take the part numbers off of at the factory, they Aladyne.
Okay.
So the fuselage and the wings are Aladyne. The empennage you still have to build.
Yeah.
If you want to get credit for the 51%. So
Okay.
they don't Aladyne the empennage, and you can see the horizontal stabilizers, elevators, and rudders, and so on over there that Pascal's working on.
So y'all do any Aladyning to the parts here, or
No,
you just?
it's just too. We use Corrosion X,
Okay.
and after the airplane's built, it's a fogger,
Yeah.
and it puts a paraffin-like coat on everything, and it expels the moisture. It gets into all the nooks and crannies, so it makes corrosion a non-issue.
Okay.
And it doesn't add much weight to the airplane. Granted, Aladyning doesn't either, but if you're going to paint the exterior of the airplane, you're going to sand the Aladyne off to rough it up to
Yeah.
make sure the paint adheres anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree on the outside. It probably doesn't really make it. It's more the inside that.
It's nice. So here we've got the parachute harness.
Yeah.
It attaches to the engine mount up front. And in the back, the cables go down to the rear spar attach.
Oh, okay.
All of the major structures, even if you're building from basic kits, the major structures like the spar carry through there that you see, and the spars themselves, that's all done at the factory for quality control, and so that all the pieces fit
Yeah.
when you're assembling it. Parachute harness is laminated into the canopy, so most folks find that's good to have. Even if you're not going to outfit the airplane with a parachute, the next person could.
Okay. Well, I'm putting a parachute in it, so
Okay.
no worries there.
Okay.
I want to.
So the parachute
That
box,
was-
you got
yeah.
the parachute box in the back,
Yeah.
and the baggage extension. So all the cables for the parachute harness terminate back here. Parachute goes in here, and the rocket goes in here.
Okay.
With a cover that
Yeah,
has the roof that's notched out so that it peels off real easy
Yeah.
if you deploy the parachute.
Okay.
And then the cables, you can see they're real close to the surface. They peel out of the upper layer of fiberglass. If you deploy the parachute. Here's
Okay.
an example of seats. So there's not a whole lot to them. They've modified the design of the seats so you don't have those over-center little tabby things.
Okay.
So getting in and getting out of the back seat, you just flip it forward.
Well, that's cool.
The seat latching mechanism with the pins.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It makes it real simple. Yeah.
It's real simple. It's pretty heavy duty. All of the different gauges of aluminum they did finite element analysis to determine what the proper thickness or gauge of the sheet metal is throughout the airframe. And then they put the airplane in a test jig and loaded it up. The wings finally gave at 9 Gs.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's reassuring because I'm not going to get anywhere near there. Probably
Most
about
people
two.
don't.
Probably about 2.5 would be much I would ever go. So.
yes, sir. He's putting some extra insulation on the inside of the firewall.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing to do.
Yeah. So he just bought some extra insulation, and that's the beauty of these airplanes is that you can customize it any way you like.
Yep.
It's experimental.
Yes, you can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever. But the reality is that all the components are CNC.
Yep.
They're within thousandths of a millimeter tolerance. So if you're clicking things together, and it's not fitting, you're probably doing something wrong.
Yeah.
It'll make a difference if you start in the middle and work your way out than if you start at one end and start working towards the other. Sometimes it won't line up. So there's Evan Brunier, he's a builder up in Boise.
Yeah, I've watched all his videos. Yeah.
Okay, he's
Yeah.
not very stable there. So.
Yeah.
So that is, he's doing a full video series from the tail cone to the firewall and everything. The factory's paying him to do all those videos, so it'll be real easy to follow along step by step, see somebody else doing it, as well as having the build manuals and that owner support, everybody with the blogs.
Yeah, that would be good because, yeah, he did a series of videos, but they were all like, well, these are the problems I ran into, but he didn't tell me the successes, how they worked. He only talked about the problems,
So in his video series that he's doing on the factory's dime, he's going to say, okay, the build manual says do it this way. I found an easier way is to do it like this.
Yeah.
And so all the parts, all the components, I think this is Eric's. We just got this 2 days ago.
Okay.
And he's going to start building. So when you open the crate, this is what you see.
Yeah.
There's the inventory list with the checks off from the factory, and then one column for you to go through and see that all the components are there.
Yeah.
There's the app, and everything has a barcode on it, so you can scan the barcode, and it takes you to the page in the build manual where those items are used.
Okay. Well, that's awesome.
And you'll see that most of the hardware and most of the components, they're packaged together. So anything you need for a given step is like one package. So that and that, unless it's big parts, major sheet metal parts. But again, they've got the barcode on them. So you scan that and go, okay,
figure out which skin it is,
you know which one it is. And you know if you've got a left and a right.
Yeah.
And so on.
That would be handy because sometimes that's hard to figure out.
Yeah, sometimes it can be. And because the wings are fully tapered wings, all the ribs are different size.
Yeah.
And there's a left and a right. So the bend is going to be one direction for the left one versus the right one. That'll be mirror image.
So that would be handy, yes. Being able to.
All of the attach points, the pivots, the hinges, they come prefabricated, and the angles are all bent for you. The bearings, they all run on sealed bearings.
Okay.
Those are already pressed in, so
you can't go muck that up. Yeah.
It makes it easier for the builder. Even on the basic kits, it's going to come ready done, so you don't have to fabricate much of anything.
Yeah. Don't have to have a.
You Cleco them together with these Cleco clips, and you pull rivets, and away you go.
Well, do a lot of dimpling from what I've noticed.
Well, dimpling, for the.
Well, I guess if you get the quick build, you're not doing there as much.
Well,
I said, I guess if you're doing the quick build, you're not doing there as much dimpling.
well, not as much, but
you're
it's
doing
not that difficult.
Yeah, what I've noticed is there's one of those. Get one of those.
Yeah.
They're $400.
Yeah, and sometimes you can find them on eBay or
for
elsewhere.
A used one. Yeah, because what I'll be doing is selling it. Yeah, when I get done with it. So
so chances are you can find it. You get various sets.
Grind one side of it off of the die.
That's already done.
Yeah.
This is how they come.
Oh, they already come ground off now. Oh,
Yep.
okay. All right. Yeah, grind it off so you can get the other pieces in there, and there you go. Just boop,
boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
Tedious, but
it looks tedious,
simple.
but doable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a job my teenage son can do.
There you go. Excellent. A nickel a dimple or something.
Something.
Yeah.
Well, he's 15 and wants a Mustang, so I think I can motivate.
He's motivated. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. And we go starting your whole airplane. Even starting from basic kits on tables like this.
Yeah.
So you don't need any big 16-foot by 4-foot perfectly level table. Everything is self-jigging, so it's very straightforward. Building the wings, you get within the wing kit, you get the
jigs.
the jigs for the wing for the ends, and as long as you plumb bob them and line them up real good, you end up with a straight wing. If the clecos aren't going in, so you can't dimple, that means something's tweaked.
Yeah. Oh, there was one thing, like where do you put the ELT antenna and the COM2 antenna, and if you put a second COM radio in it, does he have that?
Scott,
Well, he's got a COM.
He did one on the bottom and one on the top.
Yeah. Okay. You put one of them there, and then the COM2 on the bottom, and this is
transponder.
Transponder.
Yep.
Does it have an ADS-B receiver? Or?
It does, and the antennas for the GPS and the ADS-B
are on the top there.
On the top there, so it's got a good ground plane.
Okay. He elected not to put it up front here where, where it normally goes.
Some people, the factory will put them up here, and they work okay.
But yeah, I see there's a GPS antenna and an ADS-B.
Midwest likes up on top like that.
Okay. All right, so I guess we can't see how the other one was mounted. The COM2 and transponder.
I think there's a doubler skin. Boop. That's your pitch servo for autopilot.
Yeah.
The roll servo's underneath the front seat.
Okay, yeah, so he's got the, I guess all the avionics are in the front.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Yeah, so the coaxes are running down the center console there. The headset jacks he's going to put on the back of the center console, and I think he's got Limo jacks as well for his Bose headsets.
Okay.
There's a little 5-prong all-in-one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen them. Yeah. I'll just probably use the regular ones because then I don't have to worry about keeping it straight.
Yep.
But yeah, this he's got the coax run back to it back there.
And the wiring for the overhead lights.
Yeah.
You've got lights to shine on the instrument panel this way, and you've got reading lights in the back seat.
Okay.
Those are just push to turn on. Simple.
All right. Well, that's cool. He's got a go around button.
Yeah, Scott's working on his instrument rating. He's a private pilot working on his instrument rating.
Yeah, that's what I hope to have mine by the time I get finished with this.
Good.
Start working on it so when I build it, I'll build it IFR and then.
Now does Dynon make a certified IFR?
Yeah.
NavCom?
Well, they don't have a NavCom. You use Avidyne.
Use Avidyne, and they talk.
And they talk to each other.
Perfect. Good.
In fact, there's a guy that's got him in a a Cherokee 6 or an Archer, whatever it is. Anyway, he's got all Avidyne and Dynon. He got all Dynon with Avidyne, and he's showing how they talk to each other. You put in the flight plan on the Avidyne, and it shows up. Wonderful. And you can sequence it from the Dynon and all that stuff.
Sweet.
So it's
the standard brakes and wheels are Matco.
Yeah.
They work really well by going.
Yeah, the plane doesn't weigh much, so
yeah,
the plane doesn't weigh much, so I don't see where you need to upgrade the brakes.
No. Some people want Behringer because they're pretty, but you end up hiding them with the wheel pants anyway.
Yeah, nobody knows the difference.
I don't see you spending $4,000 for brakes you don't need.
Yeah, I agree. It's just throwaway money at that point.
Exactly. Better to put it into gas, paying insurance or whatever.
Something. But this is a pretty airplane, man.
Well, this is when it's done. It's going to be a $25,000 paint job.
Yeah.
So that's a little crazy for my book, but.
Well, in my world, what I'm going to do is just go buy, $100 aviation white enamel and just spray it as I go, and then put some vinyls on it.
But we did the airplane we finished just a few weeks ago. Belongs to a gentleman from Salt Lake City. and we painted the whole airplane white. And he got vinyl decals and end numbers on it, and it turned out beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, almost every Cessna you see out there, that's how they are. They're just painted white, and they put vinyl stripes on them and vinyl numbers, and
Yeah.
that's how they come out of the factory there. So that's good enough for them. It's good enough for me.
It works great. And then after a couple of years, you get bored with it. You take a hot hair dryer, you
Peel it off and do something else. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. This is fairly typical upholstery. Open it up, but
Well, you don't have to unwrap it.
But-
Yeah.
so his charcoal
Char-
bolsters and light gray leather
Yeah.
inserts, and he did the charcoal piping around the edges and the stitching to match. You can go with contrast stitching, no extra charge.
Okay. Well, I'll let the wife pick out the colors, so
That's smart.
she doesn't have many tasks, but that's one of them. So.
Get some buy-in from that. And
But I've been thinking about doing going back and forth, and I'll probably just buy the one from y'all.
The beauty
upholstery
of
kit.
it is that it fits.
It fits, and I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yes, because if I get an upholstery shop to do it, I'll probably the seats in and out 3 times.
Jonathan is helping Scott do the upholstery.
Hey.
You use a spray-on adhesive
Yeah.
to attach it to the panels.
Oh, okay. To do
Everything
the
fits
carpet.
pretty darn good. The carpeting, everything.
Yeah, I've done that a few old British cars, so familiar with the process. Yeah. It comes with map pockets.
Yep.
Well, that's cool.
Now you
I
got a
didn't know
map pocket down by your calf.
Yeah.
And then there's one up high, so it's really handy.
Okay, I didn't know if that was custom or that's standard.
that's
Apparently, that's
standard.
standard with the upholstery kit.
That's
Okay,
the- yeah,
well that's
you
cool.
gotta have. The carpeting, they put rubber plates on the floor so that it doesn't wear through the carpets.
Oh, okay.
Makes it easy to keep clean as well.
All right. Well, cool.
Jonathan's become very good at doing the upholstery.
Yep. Yeah, after a little bit of practice, it comes pretty straightforward.
Yeah, that's the
All right.
easy stuff.
Well, I'm good. Just go check on the wife, and if I could go back maybe in your office and talk to you ask you a few other questions.